All right, so welcome to Trading the Signal. It's been a while actually. A lot's been happening in the markets. The markets are continuing higher. Commodities are starting to shine. Things are getting very, very interesting. And obviously, you can't forget cryptocurrency right now. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all going up. We're all making money right now, which is incredible. Now, today's video is focusing on gold at the moment. Okay, so let's just go over to the chart. So what I have here is the gold futures chart. On the left is the daily, on the right is the weekly. Okay, so let's just have a look at the weekly right now. Let's just zoom in here. So as you can see here, the price of gold is above all key moving averages. Okay, now what's happened here? A price pulled back from the 4th of December last year and came into the 30-week moving average. Okay, and then bounced off the 30-week moving average, which coincides around the 200-day moving average, and we made our way back up. Okay, we're now knocking our head against resistance at $2,151 at the moment. Okay, now what alerted me? Okay, if I go over to GLD, bear me a second. Here we go. The Gold Trust ETF. Now, what really got me excited was that price broke out here. Okay, now if I just zoom out a little bit. Okay, now the price of gold on the ETF here has been in a massive range. Okay, all the way back from August 2020. Okay, hitting our head on resistance, hitting our head on resistance, finally to then break out. Now that got me excited to get involved in the 195 calls, okay, on gold, which I'll show you the positions on the premium members group. Okay, so I got into GLD ETF and also the miners as well, and I'll show you the reason why I got into the miners. This is still on the weekly. Now, as you can see here, the miners chart is not that great, but we found some form of stability as well. Okay, found support around about 25.71, and we began to push higher. I then put in a trade here. Okay, then to run that back up into the moving averages. If we go into the daily, I'll show you a lot more clearer. Here we go. Right, you can see here, found support. Price was above the 20-day moving average here. I got in, I think, on the $28 strike price calls on the options, and then I thought, right, I'll be initiating to take profit in or around about the 50-day moving average. Okay, now since then, price has pushed above the 50-day moving average, but we are now kind of pulling back slightly off the 200-day moving average. Okay, if this gets back above the 200-day moving average and closes above that, this is running, I believe this is running back up into trendline resistance and potentially at $32. That's on the gold miners GDX. Okay, now if we go over to, very quickly, as you can see here, this is the premium members group here. Now we got into, give me a second, here we go. So I said to the group here, I bought GDX $27 April calls and GLD 192 April calls. Okay, exposure to gold. Let's see if it's time for gold to finally shine. Well, it certainly did. Okay, GDX, we banked 35.57% on GDX, and then also we banked GLD 43.48% on GLD there. Okay, so those are the positions, the profits that we made on GLD, which is great. Okay, and also another stock in the gold sector is New Gold Inc. Okay, now this is looking very interesting. Good above average volume over the last, say, 5 days. Now it closed above the 50-day moving average. Now that was a great time to buy here. I did let the group know, this is worth playing. And right now we are making our way up. Like I said, we've had a little slight pullback in gold at the moment. And if we go back to the futures, you can see here we are knocking our head above resistance on the futures at 2151. Okay, let's see what happens here. If this breaks out, I can see this absolutely rallying. Now the one thing you got to take note of is that if commodities overall, okay, is starting to push higher and starting to rally, that's kind of a signal that there's a cause for concern in other sectors. Now very quickly, I'll go over to the tech sector, the Nasdaq futures. Okay, now we are absolutely bullish above all key moving averages right now. Okay, now you can see the steam slowly starting to come out, but we are continuing to push higher. Okay, but at some point there will be some form of pullback. Okay, and that is when you need to be prepared for that. Okay, so not to be greedy, making sure you're taking profits, making sure you're trading within support and resistance zones. Okay, keep it very, very simple, and that's what I let the premium members group know what to do in terms of trading and also investing as well. If you are interested in that, it's only £20 a month. The link will be in the description of this video, and I'll welcome you all aboard. It's a great community. I'll let you know exactly what I'm doing, from trading to investing, my thoughts on the overall market, and yeah, check it out. So overall, gold is doing very well at the moment. Commodities, let's just have a look at silver. This is the daily chart, back above the 200-day moving average. Let's just look at the ETF SLV as well. Just wait for this to load up. Internet is very slow today. Here we go. Right, pretty similar to the futures. Yep, back above the 200-day moving average, having a slight consolidation. So this could be a buying opportunity as well. This will give you another chance to probably get back involved in this and see if this can run back up to the previous swing high at the 22nd of December last year, around about $22.54. Okay, and then after that, the next line of resistance will be $23.40. Okay, so there could be an opportunity here if it consolidates and we see some bullish price action after the next couple of days, or even today as well, for a recovery. And we see if this can run higher. This may be a new position that we may get involved in this week or going into next week. Okay, but overall, commodities is shining, and I believe this will continue to shine. And if we do see some form of pullback in other sectors, capital will probably start to flow even more into these areas. You can see in volume, above average volume has been coming into these sectors: silver, gold, ETF miners, and the gold trust as well, GLD. And yeah, if you look at the Dixie, the US dollar as well, you can see that's slowly rolling over, which is great for commodities and also crypto as well. But that's what I have right now for today. I'll keep you all posted. If you are interested, make sure you join the premium members group. £20 per month, cancel whenever you want. I'll let you know exactly what I'm doing in the markets, from trading and investing and option trading. Okay, and I'll speak to you guys soon.